Okie dokie, I be back at Scary Farmhouse. Hello everybody. Oh my goodness. I got geese, African geese, and silver apple-yard ducks. And somebody pooped out the hole. How did they manage that? My goodness. Okay everybody, I'm gonna bring you in with the rest of your family. So this is actually not everybody because I also ordered 6 apple-yard ducks from another hatchery that should have been coming in today as well. However, they have been postponed because they say they didn't have enough hatch. So they do tend to oversell a little bit. So if you order too late in the season, etc., 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 you may find that the birds that you ordered don't actually come in. And if you place your order for too late in the season, instead of postponing your shipment, they will just short you however many birds because they won't have any more in the future. So, is everybody alive? You guys are packed in here super tight. Whoa, there goes the first one. How brave. So much brave. Okay, everybody, let's see. You're like, we're ready to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, my 2 little shy goslings. Come on. Come on. Come on out. They are cold. So probably what I'm going to do... Well, I have this tarped all out because of the rain and because to keep the wind out since my chickens were in here overnight. Look, they're already foraging and everything. You know, you'd be surprised. A lot of these baby day-old birds, they come and they just immediately start eating the greens and the bugs and all sorts of stuff. So now these goslings, these African geese especially, are just going to grow super quick. See, and now I'm going to have to get a whole nother water situation going. Now that it's not just the chickens, because the ducks, they'll just be all up on it and they'll be pooping in it and it's just going to go crazy. But again, if you want your birds to be living off of forage, you have to start them basically right away because what will happen is their digestive systems will start to normalize for whatever they're eating as a baby. So if you have them on feed for a while, if you start them off on feed for a while and you just suddenly switch them to grass and take away their feed, even though it will look like they're foraging a lot, sometimes they will just suddenly starve to death. And you won't realize it, and then they'll just be dead one day is what I read anyways. So, we'll see. See, he's going after, so I'm just going to try to tip this back a little bit, because there's my chickens. So I want my geese to start understanding that, okay, these chickens are part of my family. So I do still want to get my chinchilla rabbits. I have to call that breeder back to see how that is going. But I might just wait until all 3 of my rabbits are ready instead of picking up just the boy now and the girl next week or so. So we'll see. The other thing that I have to deal with is, for all I know, the seller could have Googled me and decided that she doesn't want to associate with me, which is also fine because I believe in freedom of association. So, they do have some severe family issues going on though, so I don't really want to be pushy. Now I'll have to check and see, I'll have to check my papers on here and see, because my birds do have bands on them. And those bands are going to have to get removed here soon, but I'll want to check out which ones are my boys and which ones are my girls. Of my African geese, I ordered 2 boys and 4 girls. So just in case one of my boys doesn't make it, if there is some sort of raccoon attack, just because I will be free-ranging them. It does take a while till they're breeding age. Same thing with the silver apple-yard ducks here. I have 2 boys and 4 girls, and then from the other hatchery, I have 6 more girls coming in. So when I first ordered African geese, they're a little bit pricey and I had never raised geese before. So I just ordered 1 boy and 1 girl. And on the ceiling of our coop, we actually had, because we had just been working on the coop right before they came in. We had one small little section where the ceiling wasn't stapled down over the door, and that was enough for a raccoon to get in there and killed our boy goose. So already I was like not going to be able to breed them. And then it was really weird because I had runner ducks, white and fawn runner ducks, and then there was one boy and two girls, but then my boy duck of the runner ducks, I'd had other ducks previously, but of the runner ducks, my boy duck fell in love with the lady goose and would just follow her around everywhere. They were like partners in crime. And then the women geese would just follow, or the women ducks, runner ducks, would just follow the male runner duck around as he would follow around the lady goose. And it was all just kind of weird because he wouldn't even do his business with the lady ducks. Okay, he was just in love with just the goose. So sometimes you just never know what sort of weird stuff is gonna happen. But anyways, they're doing pretty good. I want them to be able to eat grass and for the ducks to be able to find some insects and things. So you guys will be surprised to see how quick these, so I'm just to give you a little size reference here for how big they are, okay? Right now that's the goose, and this is one of my silver appleyard ducks, okay? Just for a size reference. Anyways, I gotta go get some more different water situation worked out for them. And then I am gonna have to get some more fencing and 2x4s and build out more of a bigger run, because this is not really, I never really had a standard covered run. This is just a place to keep baby birds in, to keep them safe from the raccoons. I used to never even keep birds in here overnight. So I'm gonna expand this all along. I think under these trees here, I'm gonna build a bigger run. And I'm gonna see how it's gonna go having the giant chinchilla rabbits and everything all together. Since the rabbits are gonna be big sized rabbits, I think that hopefully they'll be safe from being picked on by the ducks. But you know, we'll see how it goes.